impressive effort today.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
What a game for LeBron. He has 14 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Russell Westbrook out there with Curry. And it's Durant. And there's Bryant. And it's Leonard in at the power forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Durant. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot clock at 5. That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. Bryant's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the West All-Star. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The East All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He doesn't get the second one.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Curry kicks to Durant. Lets it go with a 3. And George, here we go. Power down with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Lowry kicks to Butler. Drummond dishes to George. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West. Green comes in for Bryant. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. James is checked in. Curry can't get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Curry outside. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Butler on the wing. Outside for Lowry. Outside, George. Leonard with the steal. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got his first points of the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Butler attacking. And nothing but hair on that one.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. The West All-Stars have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Thomas checked in for Kyle Lowry. And both free throws good for Curry. Butler goes in. No luck. Good work defensively by Harden.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now, here's George. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now, here's Thomas. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Butler goes in. Tries again. And Anthony lays it in. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Klay Thompson comes in for Green. And Paul subbed in for Curry. And then for the East, Chris Bosh is checked in for James. DeRozan comes in for Butler. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Thomas. And Thompson kicks to Paul. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. And it's off from three-point range. And even 3-on-3 break. Shot from 12. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. And it's Paul George with the foul. Thompson passes to Cousins. To the paint. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Thompson misses. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. It's a close game here in Toronto. There's the dish to Cousins. And it's Paul penetrating. Got a piece of it. Thompson with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. Harden kicks to Cousins. He feeds it to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Thompson again missing. Anthony dishes to Wade. Bosh passes to George. Wade left side. Bosh high post. Here's DeRozan. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Harden outside. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw.
James Harden.
And he's good on the second. 17 seconds left in the third. The drive by James. No good. In and out off the rim. And here we go. 2 on the clock. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Harden. And that's 11 points for Chris Paul.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Kevin Durant.
Durant just inside the line. The third quarter comes to a close. West All-Stars lead by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, they've got Paul George. Chris Bosh is out there with LeBron James. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Wade in at the 1 spot. And Leonard gets it to go.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
2 shots.
Steph Curry's checked in for Kobe. Wade at the elbow. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. James with it. Westbrook picks him up. There's the bucket. Good. 16 points for LeBron.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And George, here we go.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. Oh, wow.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
DeRozan really playing well. He has 9 points to 3 steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Davis. James knocks it away. Wade drives in. Good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The kick out to Westbrook. And again, unable to change momentum here. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the West. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And stolen by James.
You might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did it ever work out for him.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, at this stage of a tight game, all too often teams play not to lose, and they wouldn't be in the lead right now if he hadn't taken a chance there. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Kobe's checked in for the West. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Oh, a fantastic quarter for him here in the fourth. I mean, efficiency personified here.
Westbrook with the block. Outside Bryant. Westbrook kicks to Cousins. Leonard dishes to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Curry outside. East grabs the miss. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Now that's some hang time. Levitation, elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You got to have that kind of space.
And space is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
But drive by Wade.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Fires from deep. Curry with another miss.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And they're running. And finished off by Westbrook.
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. It's DeRozan with the drive.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Kobe. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Leonard. He's off from 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Western All-Stars ball.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Guys, what's your take?
Well, the odds are stacked against them here. You don't have enough time to catch and shoot, so you really have to try to get an alley-oop converted or hope you draw the foul.
It's stolen by Wall. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.